Okay. Aurelia, since you did almost enough to succeed, I would say that you can use a move action to move past everything and then engage the wizard, and you'll still have a
Sure,
standard action.
let's go engage the wizard.
Wizard is engaged.
Walking overheads, literally here.
He did not think he'd be in for this kind of commitment. He
And
like
then it's
looks back at
time.
Blue Eyes, who's like still cursing at the shaft, and now that Aurelia's so close enough, yeah, no ladder there, and smoke is continuing to pour down the shaft.
How much smoke? Like fake black like clouds of smoke, or just
Like,
like a small trickle?
well, if Aurelia had to consider, it would be as if a group of fire elementals decided that they wanted to have a party in the city, but they couldn't think of a place to host them because they're fire elementals and there's a lot of prejudice. And so they heard about this place called Little Dragon Hall, where there wasn't that much of like judgment against them. And so they came in and they had a dance and they started preparing food. And yeah, that's a lot of smoke, as if the entire tavern has been set ablaze.
Aurelia's trains of thoughts are very mysterious at times. But she will punch this wizard
Well,
with a burning shadow.
that will hit him, and he will be staggered after that.
Good. Then the wizard will take the ongoing acid damage. 5 ongoing acid damage.
Okay. Hey, you want a greeting fistum?
Maybe I didn't want to, but I do. For an extra 14 points of damage, which is kind of important to remember.
Alright, yes, he is seriously hurt, but in his sort of unchained insanity mode. He's got old man strength, damn it, and he's not going to give it up.
And that will be my turn.
Okay. That takes us to him, and he will then proceed to lash out with the chains that are surrounding him and make melee attacks, too, against Aurelia. This will be the first one, as a 22 versus Aurelia's armor class.
That's it.
What is your wisdom score?
It is, let me check, 14.
That is not enough above your wisdom, so he'll make a second attack, which will hit, and that will be enough. He will pop free and hop like a few steps up the staircase, basically onto the landing. As like Aurelia charges forward, he just smacks her twice with the chains surrounding him. You should have stayed in the Black Fang.
Well, I like my current position much better than yours.
Escalation die at the maximum of 6. Dwohurim, like, if you wanted to take like a double move, you could get behind Aurelia. And basically like hop over Geráck, like the body like now wedged in there.
Get off me!
She's dead. Blue Eyes like looks up and then realizes that the fight has now come onto the landing, and he will actually wedge himself into this. A move action will put him right in front of Aurelia, and he will attempt to hit her using the Big Claw. And he will miss. As the Big Claw basically like goes over Aurelia's head and like strikes heavily against like the stones, causing like a shower of sparks.
It's not the size that matters, it's how you use it.
Today has not been Blue Eyes' day. Like, he horribly failed to like climb up the shaft, and now this shit, as smoke like continues to pour down. Geráck, well,
Yeah.
you can
We'll,
try
we'll
to
first push aside the corpse that is on him.
yes, you yeah, you can double move your way out of there, or you can single move with like a strength-based skill check. But even then, like, even if you single move, you cannot get through the conga line to attack someone.
Could I throw an axe?
Yes, you could.
Will there be a chance to hit my friends?
If you fumble, yes.
Alright.
The,
Could I hit the wizard with it?
Yeah, I will say sure, you could. If you
Alright.
got yourself out of there with a single movement action, which will require a strength-based skill check to, like, you have, like, a weightlifting background?
Well, within the let's see what's it called, the Blessed Brothers or whatever, I don't remember.
I don't
Student
remember
of
my
the Blessed
background.
Halls. They the paladins there sort of have strength training every day when they first start out for basically a year. So yeah, he had to have some strength training in his background.
Okay, go ahead and use that background then, along with your strength modifier and your level. We're looking for a DC 20. Which you are likely to succeed on.
No. God damn it.
Let's see with a 1. What will we do with that? Go ahead and transition immediately into another skill check, one involving dexterity. This is to avoid getting yourself sort of like stuck and wedged within like the small chasm and preventing you from moving for like a minute. It's like all the, okay, you will not be wedged in there. You can try to like escape out of there next turn. But like you try to like hulk out the body, and then like the stone like shower that like comes from Blue Eyes striking like the roof of the stairwell like causes some rubble to fall on you. The wizard like cackles behind Blue Eyes. The body firmly wedges itself. You're staring into like the light going out of her eyes from the dagger that was thrown by Leon. All of the blood is making it slick and impossible for you to get like a strong grip. Geráck is stuck there for this turn. Leon.
Can I see them? Can I like see the people ahead?
You can see Blue Eyes.
Can't see the wizard.
Cannot see the wizard now.
Well, that decides my target for me, I suppose. As I will suppose I will fire through the conga line.
Alright.
As my main action.
That hits.
As a crit.
Yes. Will be that many points of damage. And you also get your Chaos Blessing.
I do get my Chaos Blessing, that is indeed true. +1 AC PD, not that useful back here.
The heavily injured body of Blue Eyes is barely standing, so riddled and singed by the lightning bolt. And his expression is one of intense fury, like, he can't believe this shit. He turned his back for, like, some fucking length of time, and then this shit happens. I mean, fucking seriously, what the fuck, right? Fucking druids, man. This is the worst day ever.
Also,
Aurelia.
we should try to take him alive if we can.
Yeah, so
Not if he's like just beat him up.
What does that mean?
You don't think we should take him alive?
Let's not. Like, Ajax probably wouldn't lie at this point, and if he's an intellect, like, actually, let's say, what could I do, like, an intelligence-based thing to know what?
See,
It doesn't sound good,
let's see.
but I actually don't know what that is.
Yes. First thing I'd like you to do is to roll you, Dwohurim, since you asked specifically, and your icon relationship dice. Let's see here. With that Archmage connection, we'll go ahead and pause battle a little bit before Aurelia takes her turn, and I'll tell you a little bit about these things, especially because of the Archmage connection. The Intellect Devourer is a creation of the Wizard King during his infamous descent into madness before the Blessed Emperor ousted him. Of course, the Wizard King later became the Lich King. He's kind of been alive, or not alive, through all these ages. Kind of a big fucking deal. Intellect Devourers are composed of a humanoid brain and 6 stumpy legs, with each leg culminating in 3 equally stumpy but dexterous digits. It can't see, hear, taste, or smell on its own. It navigates mostly through reading the sensory input of nearby creatures, or if it is in a host body, it will do that. Intellect Devourers and Assassins. There's several branches of the Intellect Devourer family tree. Thanks, Wizard King. They are known for infiltrating. They are known for being able to eat someone's brain and then gain their memories and knowledge and then nestle themselves right inside the host body. Particularly in regards to the Archmage, has never admitted to creating and using Intellect Devourers. Rumors abound that troublesome students are fed to Intellect Devourers as punishment for subversive behavior. Or that some of the guards patrolling the grounds of the Mages College are intellect devourers in disguise, stealing the best ideas from the brightest students for the Archmage's personal benefit. Neither rumor has been proven. That's based on connections with the Archmage, what Dwohurim would know about intellect devourers.
So are they helpless if the host buddy dies, do they die? Or do they
No.
pop out, try to eat your own other person's brain?
Well, Dwohurim has never encountered that, but if the host body dies, the intellect devourer will come out. And they are
Probably
not helpless.
can't talk.
They can't see, hear, smell, or taste when they're outside of a host body. Dwohurim's not entirely sure how they would talk. Maybe they can, but it's not a thing he's confronted. Anyway, back to Aurelia. It is your turn.
I mean, Aurelia's going to punch him, I guess, and
Sure.
I'm pretty sure that she would essentially just try to kill him.
Okay.
So, probably a bad idea, but who knows?
Some sort of monster.
I mean, he's a high-ranking member of the Black Fang, and that's a
Aurelia's
good
monster.
guy to kill.
That definitely hits him, and that is enough to cause the body to gasp and shudder and basically collapse, sort of like leaning on Aurelia.
I would like to disengage next.
Well, you're not really engaged, but
You're not engaged.
He's dead.
He's dead.
I guess then I'll engage with the wizard guy.
like the body's like falling on you and like twisted towards the side. This isn't good.
Here, Dwohurim, hold this.
We can put it in the hole.
yeah, sure, go ahead.
Where did Geráck go, by the way? She's still twitching over here.
And Aurelia also gains flight, which doesn't really work here, so whatever.
No, it does not.
Hovering in the staircase.
Okay, as now you are on the landing, Aurelia, you can look up and see that through the smoke, like wreathed and shrouded in smoke, is a badger. Sitting
what?
all the way at the top of the shaft, peering down curiously.
There's a badger looking at us.
Kill it.
Not a real badger, kill it.
You
Black
know,
Fang badger.
Black Fang badger.
Creston looks and he looks around him. He's fucking walled in. He can't escape. And unlike some other snits who want to run away, he's not afraid so long as he's not hampered. He will attempt to smack Aurelia again with his magical chains. That will miss Aurelia, and that will hit her. And your natural wisdom is what? Or your wisdom?
14.
That will be higher than yours. So basically, he pops free a bit. Like you're on the landing, he's on the landing. He starts mumbling and cursing. I told him that we should have waited for the reinforcements to arrive. This is ridiculous. Escalation die still at 6. How about that? Dwohurim.
Well, he knows that thing's not dead then. Well, the body is dead, but if it's true that he's... Can you, blow up the skull of this guy?
I mean, Blue Eyes wasn't the Dwarf guy, right?
Wasn't he? That's how I understood it.
You can attack the skull, but you're not entirely sure. Like, you can attack the dead body, you don't know whether they'll do anything.
Can I move past Aurelia?
Yeah, you can move onto the landing.
Okay,
Dwohurim will end up seeing the same thing. Smoke, thick clouds of it are pouring down, doing a great job obscuring vision. But there is just enough of a cone that far away, sitting at the top of it, is a badger at the top of the shaft, peering down, saying, "Oh, hello, Harsca."
By the way, that guy has
Do you know this badger?
he's got ongoing damage. I think.
He does certainly do have
Save for
ongoing
that.
damage. I should take care of adding his damage, and then making a save against that. He fails.
It gets a crescendo.
Okay. That will be enough to hit him. That will not be enough to kill him, though. Yes, as like in the narrow confines of the stairwell.
It's basically just a lightning explosion
Yes,
from
like-
his hand.
He like clutches his head, like ears ringing.
I can't really move backwards one step, so
Well, you are in the landing area, so you could move
it's
elsewhere in
fine.
the landing.
He'll also like draw the great sword. Prepare to smack this guy with that because that might actually do more damage at this point, as long as there's only one guy.
Okay, anything else in your turn?
Well, he will look up to the badger. He recognized the voice, I assume. Is that reasonable?
Yes.
He will frown and stare. Says, "I knew you were working with the Black Fang."
Ajax will say, "That is perhaps the stupidest thing I have ever heard a dwarf say, on the list of all the stupid things I've heard dwarves say." Geráck, it is your turn. You can double move your way out of there safely, or single move and make another strength-based skill check.
Let's do it again.
Do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
Is
That'll
that enough?
Succeed, yes.
Alright, good.
And Geráck is able to, like, fling the body up. It, like, smacks the ceiling, like, falls next to Leon.
Get off me!
And push himself out of the small sort of chute area.
Yep. I can't really move myself though because I'm
Yes.
a token. Move to here, then I will heal Aurelia with my second heal.
Okay. You can heal using a recovery shape.
I will do that. 37 hit points.
And
That's
then
a
I
spiffy
guess
roll on a 5d8.
I just actually checked if it's really a 5d8 because it might have still been the
Although
objective,
I'm
but it
wondering
wasn't.
why it's 5d8 plus 1 instead of 5d8 plus 4.
Plus 4?
Your recovery
It
list
says
says
so, yeah.
5d8
I-
plus 4. Is that a typo? Because I didn't
Yes,
realize you had
no.
that much constitution.
I mean, it's double con at our level,
It is
and
double
I have
con,
plus 2
yes.
con.
Then yes, it would be 5d8 plus 4.
Alright, then it should be 3 more than it is there.
Good
because
job,
I'm
Macro
dumb.
Pro.
Good job, me. Well, that's not because the... Oh, no, yeah, well. I'll fix the
Yes,
macro now.
okay.
So
Yeah.
Then anything
Then-
else with your turn?
Yeah, he will throw a throwing axe at the
Okay.
wizard.
Go ahead and throw your throwing axe then.
Yeah.
That is enough to hit him and down him.
Right, good. As it takes an axe to the face.
He does. He takes an action to face. His sort of like slightly unhinged behavior stops as he falls. Leon, it is your turn. Looking ahead, it seems like all of the rest of the party is in front of you. So it's not like you could push yourself to the landing even if you wanted to. The staircase is just too narrow. There's also the chasm in front of you.
Can I get across the chasm at least?
Yeah, you'd step across it. Be like next to Geráck.
And I suppose I will use my heal ability
Okay.
because I'm kind of wounded.
You are certainly kind of wounded.
I can spend a recovery. Check my recovery is actually correct. Yes, it is. I had to check now.
Yes, yes. Now that you're full of doubt. If there's nothing else for your turn, then you can take your 6 ongoing and make a save against it.
Finally,
You're no longer taking that.
I will quietly complain to myself about how fat the dwarven armor is.
Yes. Aurelia, it is
I'm not fat.
your turn.
Well... I'm just going to let Dwohurim act.
Delay your turn then? Or...
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's a badger and the building is on fire. I'm not sure how to process that information.
Understandable, yes. We'll go ahead and hold you until a future time. So you're just going to delay until after someone's turn instead of, like, preparing an action.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll
This-
go ahead and describe this, because this is right next to Geráck. As the body of Blue Eyes, that is pretty much right, sort of like beneath him, there's a squelching sound, and then the body, or more specifically the head and neck, explode.
Well, shit.
And before I end up describing this thing too much in depth, I need to see how the fuck all of you guys are going to react to him. Let me go ahead and you also got a description of how the basics would look. Whenever I explained the situation at Dwohurim. These will be attack rolls against all of your mental defenses. We'll start with Leon's. Let me check to see. Yeah, that would be the attack roll. That's against Leon. This is against Geráck's mental defense.
Nope.
That's against Geráck's mental defense. That's against Aurelia's mental defense. And that's against Dwohurim's mental defense.
It's all of us.
Yeah.
The sort of shower things appear, but before you guys really sort of process it... Oh, that's just weird. None of you can actually remember having heard of an intellect devourer, or even knowing that there was one here in front of you. It seems like that body, the head of Blue Eyes, just sort of like exploded in a shower of gore. Combat is over.
Now the name of it is relevant.
Huh, that was weird. Well,
Look up to... He says, why are you here, anyway?
The badger calls down, well, I heard about what was happening. Thought I'd stop in and say hi. So, hi there, Dwohurim. How's it going?
Stick down a ladder, please. Seems like the building is burning. That's your work, I bet.
The badger actually, like, makes, like, a note of, like, tapping, like, a paw to, like, its chin. No, I think I'm good. You did, after all, want to kill me and, ruin things, so tell you what, how about you have a nice day? And, like, the badger will just sort of, like, pad away from the shaft. And disappear.
Dragon will fly up the hole.
Okay, Dwohurim can activate his Ring of Dragonkind. And he gets the sense, as he's flying up the shaft, that there is great peril at the top. Because the heat is incredibly high, and the entire tavern is on fire. And perhaps unbidden comes to his mind the idea of fire elementals gaily frolicking around happily.
I knew the smoke looked like partying fire elementals.
Yes.
Not
The
safe to
pulley
say.
system of the rope, that's entirely scorched and singed. That is a direct warning. Going up there will put you in a serious confrontation with some high-duty fire elementals.
I'd like to come up, but I kind of can't. I'm kind of stuck.
I mean, that's gotta
Geráck
be
will
against
try
the
to
laws
get
of
out of the
Newport,
way,
isn't
but
it? I mean, that has to be.
Can Leon sort of squeeze by me? Or
Well,
Sure,
no,
like
I'm
you're
not.
outside of combat,
If
so-
that's how it's gonna work, I'm not gonna. Instead, we will soar down and like right, sort of close to the ceiling. You could say you like to
Okay.
go sort of across, like over here.
All right.
That's what happens. Not that way.
alright then.
You guys can
Looks up the hole.
Fly down
yes,
here.
that's the same sort of sense that Leon gets, although not as foreboding as what Dwohurim got. He could, like it is a shaft that maybe you could like use like a rope and a grappling hook and like pull yourselves up, but it's possible that it might be so hot out there that then fire will start heading down the rope.
Resist energy
We
ritual on
need
rope.
some.
Ajax has been burning the building. There are elementals up there, it seems. We should find
we-
another
we-
way.
We need some like water magic or ice magic to get past that, but we really.
Surely there is people going on to stop the fire soon enough.
Hopefully, yes.
And there might be another secret way. Joyce's flight.
Yes.
Big draconic wings.
Fucking like 5 minutes of whoosh.
Whoosh, whoosh. Looks really cool.
The smoke, of course, hasn't really leaked itself down here that far yet, so you guys still have your free and clear vision. The bodies are still dead as you've left them.
Might want to check them at some point. But let's first see if we can take a look at the levers once more.
So just to double check, the roof of this basement does not look frail enough to just fall on top
It's
of
like
us.
not wood.
Yes, it's not what you can make like an architecture engineering skill check, but you don't think so, no.
Okay,
The
that's
basement,
good.
in fact, probably goes beyond the scope of the tavern. It's longer than what the tavern is.
Clear. clearly with a shaper background.
I could probably do it, but I didn't think of it.
Giant pillar, huh?
Well,
Yep, all of those things transpire.
why are you making those noises, Graham?
I'm flying. I have to. Doesn't work if it.
All right.
So I don't know
Well,
if
actually, he looks like really fucking smug right now.
Right.
I don't know if pulling those levers is a good idea.
Yes,
Because well, if anyone should do it, it should be me, I think.
there is your left
You'll
lever.
just mess it up.
And then there's your right lever. And then inside here, there's 10 levers, 5 on each side.
So logically, if those 10 would be to the cells, then this one would just be to open the door.
There's only
But
8
there's
cells.
10 and there's 8 cells.
There's only 8 cells.
Yes, but it would be very impractical to heat all the cells at once, yeah?
No, it would be very useful, in fact.
Mr. Aurelia, I don't think you know that.
Well,
I probably know a little more about this sort of subject than you.
she was into Black Fang, you know.
Yes. Yes. He was, probably. So what would you suggest, then, that we do?
Well, deactivate that thing, and it points to the big thing in the center.
Eon is currently looking at it. Then looking at listening to your conversation, looking at it, listening to the conversation.
Let me have a look at that. Just stand back, okay?
I'm kind of the one who understands it, but
Just try to channel his counter magic to overpower this magic and dispel it.
All right. You will need to take some time to do so.
Sure.
As mentioned, at best, whenever Leon was describing it, like a half hour of time would be needed to, like, this thing has been thoroughly aggravated, and it has not been pacified. It seems that it has now more alert and active, because Leon sort of fiddled with it to learn more.
Will it just be basically my magical background, or
Yes, it
will
would
the
be,
counter magic help?
You wouldn't be using, like, I would say you can get a +2 bonus. Because you are trained to, like, counter magic and dispel things. Your background, your intellect mod, your level, and then a +2 on top of that.
Alright. So I'll be doing that for, like, 30 minutes.
When should... Yeah, we take a short rest then, I guess.
Yep, you guys can definitely take a quick rest.
Yep.
And if there's conversation or planning that you guys want to do during the half hour you're sitting around, or anything else as Dwohurim gets to work, this would certainly be the time to handle it.
I'll roll after the 30 minutes. It makes more sense.
So if, as you say, Ajax is indeed working with the Black Fang, why would he set their hideout on fire?
Well, he probably only did it as long as it was useful. Probably didn't want the fact to be known. Did you hear what Blue Eyes said? Why? He asked.
It seems like a useful question to ask the person who set your hideout on fire.
Well, it wouldn't... Like, he wouldn't ask us that question, would he?
It sounds like they had a deal and he betrayed them, basically.
Yes. Because he heard what was happening. Heard their deal was up.
So does Ajax no longer think them useful because
You know, I'm kind of doing a thing here. I know you don't understand this sort of magic, but sit down. Let me work.
Sure.
Because the dragon wings begin to flex and sort of fade away. Just to calm down a little bit. Let's see if I can do this.
That's a 20.
Well, I didn't know whether anyone else did want to handle or do anything.
I was just
Before
going
that's
to.
resolved after the half hour.
I was just going to search around, and for the low chance that there is something hidden around this area, you have to have a thorough look around. Since it's going to take so long anyway.
You can make a search the creepy, like, Black Fang basement skill check, Leon.
Okay. So, as part of the Order of the Twilight Cross, where we go through, I've done a lot of stuff, so going through cults and going through demon worshippers, etc., etc. I mean, how much different could it be searching around this place compared to searching through their creepy cult areas?
Oh, Aurelia could lecture you for hours on why the Black Fang is far worse than a cult.
Well, I can allow you to use that background with intelligence modifier or wisdom modifier you pick, and what you find will pertain toward the Order of the Forbidden Zone.
Sure. I suppose,
Yes.
something, if there's anything.
Well, let's see. Other than the fact that this is really a nicely made torture room, complete with, like, a grate to, like, have the blood sluice and wash away. A better grate than the one in the butchery room for, like, fish and stuff.
Unfortunately, common in cults.
Yes, you do, of course, note, as Dwohurim did earlier, the rather effective anatomical descriptions of how to best torture people. Here's their pressure points. Here's where you can do bad things to their nerve groups. Painstaking research done by individuals who are very interested in learning how bodies work.
I mean, if nobody wants those research notes...
You could probably sell them for maybe a few hundred gold pieces to the right person.
Let's not. Let's just leave those there for...
Yeah, we should, like, burn them, I think.
No, they're evidence.
I guess so. But Geráck will certainly take this time to talk to Foreigner a bit about, basically ask her how she got here and how long she has been here, who put her here, what's happened during the time she's been here.
She will convey to you that she is not aware of how much time has passed. She doesn't know how long she's been here. She would hazard months, at some months, but she's lost track of all the days. And looking at her body, she looks like she's lost track of all the days. You'd have to be, like, you couldn't even tell, like, the passage of days unless you had, like, an internal time clock. Her body and muscles are wasted away. They've atrophied and her skin has paled. She has been here for quite some time, or at least outside of the sun. She will note that they have frequently mentioned your name, and while she has not been able to catch all sorts of snippets of conversation, she got the idea that she was being held because of you. And she ended up getting priority and not dying as other prisoners who have come here through because of you. And she got the special treatment, the worst sort of torture imaginable, because of you. Or at least, that's not what she directly says, but Geráck gets those strong feelings. She's not accusing you of anything.
Oh, Jesus.
Now that she's alive, and you're actually real, which is more than all the other times she thought you were here to save her, so that's a start. But no, doesn't know how long she's been here. The individuals who've been around her have frequently spoken. She's assumed Draconic, which she doesn't know. And so she hasn't been able to make much heads or tails. She knows, like, some snippets of names. There's a Exilia. There's an Ezekiel, whom she thinks is, like, a second in command, and who, like, acts as the bridge between Exilia and everyone else. And then there's a Blue Eyes, who she thinks, like, oversaw this sort of tavern area.
Can she describe the individuals she thinks she's seen?
She hasn't seen them, she only knows the names. Like, from what she's heard, Exilia doesn't come around here. And no one knows, at least anything that she's heard from her torturers and captors, knows how she looks. Ezekiel, though, he is very much human. He cuts an unassuming figure, like blonde hair, like blue or brown eyes. Sort of like he blends in like the Black Fang wants people to do, instead of being like the 7-foot tall, like 300-pound muscular giant behemoth. Oh yeah, he's the second guy. No, she hasn't seen those people, she just knows those names. And that Manel Drin, a woman who also handles affairs for the Black Fang here. The way she figures it out, or she thinks Exilia's at the top, and Ezekiel's like 1A, and maybe 2, and then the branch splits out to Blue Eyes and Maneldrin.
Alright.
With Blue Eyes and Maneldrin on the same level.
Does she know who captured her and brought her here?
At this point, she's not entirely sure. She assumes that it's probably part of the same group.
Alright. We will get you out of here soon. It will all... won't get back to normal, but at least it will be better.
How's her family?
I haven't heard from them in a long time. Gonna check my notes here. Garmack is also missing. He left shortly after you did, and I'm looking for him as well.
She blinks a bit, and she says, "Oh, I hope he hasn't." Like, she's now starting to think, like, what had happened if, like, your brother was also caught in the same fate as her.
Let's hope not.
How is our father?
He's not himself anymore at all. He has completely lost himself to the whim of that.
She frowns and shakes her head deeply. I had known he was changing. That's why I got away. I just... She snorts. Perhaps it would have been best to stay. Like, she looks around her.
Staying wouldn't have been a good choice as well. Yeah,
That bad.
that bad. He is... he's completely lost himself. He sent our brothers on a fruitless mission that they never got back from. And when I tried to confront him, he threw me out. He banished me.
What?
There was nothing I could do.
She shakes her head strongly. It's almost as if these events were all planned somehow, like you being exiled, and then, like, me, like, shaking her head rapidly, like, being overwhelmed sensory-wise.
There's certainly something else behind it. That woman must be backed by someone. She must be under someone's orders. Although I don't know who.
Your sister sneers, and then coughs as she, like, wrestles around a bit with her chains.
One day we will return there, and we will set things right.
She will nod and look up at the ceiling and then say, "So, you've been... After you were how long ago was that? How long have you been out here?"
2 years, just about.
She blinks. It's been 2 years?
Yes, it has.
She, like, gives you a stunned look, and then, like, looks down at herself, and then, like, back to you, like... What month is it?
What month is it?
Well, according to the world map calendar,
Yeah.
it is currently readying.
Currently, it is the 7th of Red Ring.
She, like, sort of, like tries to do, like, finger math. I've probably been here then for 10.5 months.
Alright.
Before that, I was sort of lost, not really prepared to live out here. Looks like, I was less prepared than I thought.
Well, at least I found you now, and we will get you out.
Okay. Dwohurim, with a roll of 20.
Finally.
You are able to completely fully stabilize this thing. It shuts down. I will go ahead and properly black it out then, instead of, doing that. Yes, the pillar shuts down, goes completely cold and dark, as Dwohurim is able to let all of the, placate the volatile magic, and bring an end to the hold portals, as well as the electric effects that were also binding them. Unless this pillar is activated and fiddled again like a ritual to activate it, these doors effectively count as non-magical, and can be treated as such.
Just open them, Geráck.
Geráck will try to open the door.
Okay. We'll say, even with that too, that the door is unlocked, and Geráck is able to open the door. No problem.
Right.
You and Aurelia, there are other people here. Help them.
Aurelia will nod and pick a door.
Now, how are the chains sort of attached? Are they?
You can break them pretty easily. They aren't magical. You can just crush them with your warhammer and get her free.
All right, Geráck will do that then, and sort of see if she can stand and help her up, of course.
With the healing that she got earlier, she can make an effort at it, but her muscles have atrophied pretty extensively after. If she's been in captivity for over 10 months, then it's been that long since she's really walked.
Yeah. Geráck will sort of let her lean on his shoulder and try to basically carry her out.
Okay, you can do so. I will give you ownership over her token, so you can move her around. The other prisoners, they're in rough shape too. They're sort of semi-conscious and not really cognizant of their surroundings, as noted last week. But you can get them out and break them free as well. They are not as useful or as informative as what Farnir has said.
No, but we can bring them to some place where they will be safe.
Yes.
Because, we might be activating horrible things in their cells, so having them out of there would be...
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not like a self-destruct lever.
Dwohurim does not think that's the case, and with the 20 he's rolled, he also managed to calm down the magical sort of effects on the massive liquid of lava and fire that could stream through the pipes. So that won't be happening.
Good.
Maybe there is a self-destruct switch. His 20 doesn't tell him that.
Gather the people over here or something. Lean against the wall.
You also should all be able to move the people.
I can't.
As sheep just did.
Make a people pile.
I can't move this guy at least.
I can't move the guy at the top.
I only have the two at the top, yeah.
No.
People pile.
Oh, sure. Can they eat? If we give them food?
They could, yes. There might be some concern about them eating too greedily due to malnourishment, though.
They can share one ration if we sort of basically make sure they don't. Too much.
Give them a little bit.
Yeah.
They would be pretty unreasonable about the whole trying to slowly eat food, but as it turns out, you guys are level 5 adventurers, and you don't have to take shit from them.
No.
And
The
you can
food slowly,
brutalize them, you can brutalize and torture them and make sure they eat slowly.
Yeah. Go get the tools, Aurelia.
I have these notes over here that might help.
So now we can pull the levers. Let's try this one first.
Okay. The left lever, as you pull that, there sounds like there is a opening sound, maybe of valves.
I would assume that's the wrong lever then.
Did I pull that one again then? I'll
All right,
back up?
again.
the same sound, perhaps of valves closing. You can hear that below you.
Let's try the other one.
The door opens in front of you.
That's the correct way of doing things, huh? Activating that middle thing first. Well, step in.
Okay, I'll go ahead and reveal the rest of it. Yes, these look like fine etchings commemorating deities of snuggling and bunnies. The draconic deities of snuggling and bunnies. That the Black Fang might be interested in sacrificing to. You know, god of murder, god of secrets. Stuff
Let's take them in here, Geráck. It's a bit further away.
Into the sacrificial chamber.
All the horrible things.
There doesn't
Let's
appear
clean.
to be like dried blood on here. It's possible that these are used for sacrificial purposes. There don't appear to be any restraints on them either. They do appear to be decoration.
What if one of those levers are trapped, though?
It's probably not the entire room. Do you think? Well, you could stay there. Just.
It might. I'll keep an eye on them.
It's not going to be alone in here. There might still be secret passages.
Of course, but I'll keep an eye on them. Tell me if you find anything.
I'll stay here as well. You two, check out the levers and such.
Glance to Leon.
Find the way out.
Do us look at each other.
We could
I
go
mean-
through the sewer, but only drag these people with us. They won't do well against ghouls.
You seem a bit different for him.
Look at this. No, it's just.
The stone throne looms not really at all. It's not really that big of a throne as far as things go. It's more like a stone chair. I was about to say comfy, but it doesn't really look that comfy because it's made out of stone. Like, someone imperious might sit here, but then you look around, it doesn't look like that imperious of a room. Not entirely, like, the significance of this does not immediately strike out in any fashion. There are 5 levers over here, and 5 levers over here. 8 of them are numbered. The leftmost switch and the rightmost switch are not numbered. Otherwise, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Let's pull lever 1 to see what happens.
Trial and error.
Okay, you pull lever 1. Nothing happens. At least nothing immediately apparent.
Good.
Is there like a secret Black Fang number?
Did anything happen in here?
No, nothing. I would assume that the levers are for the doors, but we already opened all of them. We activated the defenses.
The doors are open and everything's been deactivated here. Perhaps something may have happened if Dwohurim hadn't rolled a 20 if I could deactivate it at all.
Well, I mean, at the door, the right lever was the right one, so clearly it's the same in here because the Black Fang is
It's the
stupid.
right one.
Yeah. Let's pull the right unmarked lever.
You sure that's not what they want you to think?
Well,
Okay. The stone throne actually begins to move towards the left, revealing a small staircase further down that quickly plateaus into a hallway.
I'd consider that a success.
Found something.
Another exit, it appears, although it probably leads into the sewers, considering that it goes down.
It's the
Does
best
it?
we've got.
Does it look like it goes into the sewers?
Doesn't smell like it goes into the sewer.
There is no light down there.
No light.
Dancing lights?
Sniff the air.
Well, you can't catapult your dancing light onto a gold piece and then fling it like 90 feet down to see
You
further.
just throw down the
It's true-
torch then.
It's true. I can only send it down to a nearby area. So
Yeah, throw down the torch. Does anyone have a torch? I have a torch.
You can take the lanterns off the walls and catapult those, and I'm sure nothing bad will happen to the lanterns.
You know what? I don't think we care that
hopefully
much
there's
about
nothing
the
down there
light.
that will ignite, right?
It's a sea of oil.
Oh no, we need those lanterns to sell.
They are the keys to the secret vault full of treasure.
You know, they
They
could
must be all brought there with the original flames.
go look and see if any of these people have anything useful on them. They're like wizards and
Oh, the corpses.
dudes, yeah.
Yeah, we should.
I suppose we could check
Could
corpses.
could you two watch over these guys, then I guess we dwarves can go look for the things.
Yes, the dwarves can go loot.
Sure.
Unless you'd rather stay with her, I imagine.
I would. I think.
Yeah. Well, someone come with me.
I'll go with you. Oh, I guess Leon will. Sure.
Yeah. So can we like go and check out the corpses and the stuff, and maybe look at some of the crates and whatnot? Take a little bit of time to do it. But it's not like we're really in a hurry at this point.
How much time do you want to spend?
At least check the corpses. That's probably the most important thing.
I'm not interested
How
in
much
boxes.
time do you want to spend? And you give me a non-time answer. Okay. All right. So you'll spend, I don't know, maybe like fucking 15 minutes, like, or how like intricate and detailed do you want to get through? Like want to like pick up one of these guys, like turn them over, start shaking them.
I mean, check their pockets, that sort of thing.
Okay.
Should maybe check the guys up here first.
Yeah. First? Oh, yeah, so they don't get, like, smoke damage? Sure.
Or just, destroyed by fire.
If they have cigarettes, they'll smell a little sour. So. Do we have to... Should we move? I guess we could.
But probably there might be an enemy down here.
You remember the last time when some folks decided they wanted to go to the other side of the map and search for things? Fellforged pop out of the fucking books.
Let's hope that doesn't happen again.
There might be fire elementals here. We'll see.
I mean, clearly splitting the party is not a
Here-
problem, especially after metagame we know there's an intellect devourer on the loose, but,
There is heat pouring down from the staircase, and the smoke is rather thick from here. As if all the smoke is following natural tendencies to pour down into locations.
Fuck Ajax. Smoke usually moves upwards.
Yes. Which might say that,
There's quite a lot.
That he did this shit on purpose.
yes, he affected the properties of smoke. Actually, in the Dragon Empire, instead of, like, crawling on the floor to, like, save yourself, you actually have to crawl on the ceiling.
So, does it seem like it would be foolish to go up there?
I can't tell you whether it would be
Would it-
foolish. And that
would it
would be...
Well, it's hard for me to
I mean,
ascertain.
I can only give you facts, right? I'm not supposed to, like, bunny your character and tell you what you're supposed to be feeling, even though I do that sometimes anyway.
I could put resist energy on one of us and go over there and loot.
Sure, I'll check the people down here while you do that.
I do resist energy smoke. The problem might not be, like, the
fire.
the temperature so much as, like, breathing might be difficult. You'd have to, like, crawl up the staircase.
Need a gas mask.
Man, but all the important people up there.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you should have thought of that before you spent a half hour, like, waiting for Dwohurim to do something.
I don't have anything that's on me that says clear smoke. I don't think smoke's an energy type.
Just put some cloth on your face, you'll be fine.
You'll probably
only-
find Dion.
It can only help so much.
You're generally I would send Tempus up there, but
Looks to the cube in the bag. Yep.